Just before the Chief Justice of India, Ranjan Gogoi, retires, it will be a very, very important day tomorrow. The Supreme Court will pronounce its verdict on the plea seeking review of 2018, submitted at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. The verdict will be pronounced on a batch of petitions, 56 of them seeking re-examination of its decision, the Supreme Court's decision to allow entry of women of all ages in the Sabrimala shrine. The judgment will be, in fact, on 65 petitions, including 56 review petitions that were filed after the 2018 verdict sparked huge protest, violent protests in Kerala. A 5-judge Supreme Court judge bench headed by the Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi had reserved its decision on February 6th after an open court hearing of pleas seeking reconsideration of the 2018 judgment. On September 28, 2018, a 5-judge Supreme Court bench headed by then CJI Deepak Misra by a majority verdict of 4-1 had lifted the ban that prevented entry of women between the age of 10 to 50 to the Ayyappa shrine. The bench had also held the centuries-old practice illegal and unconstitutional.
What is it that you expect tomorrow?
3 things. One, we expect a positive verdict, not only for Sabrimala, but for all temples, mosques and churches of this nation. We are not saying faith is above law. We are only arguing for Article 25 and 26 of Indian Constitution, which guarantees a right to faith. And we are asking for deity's right, just like Sri Ram Lalla. Just like Swami Ayyappa is a deity, Sri Ram Lalla is a deity. Just like Sri Ram Lalla got the rights he has for that particular place, we want Swami Ayyappa's right to be granted by the Honorable Supreme Court. We would be extremely happy, and this will be a victory for Article 25, India's all faiths, pluralism and our collective harmony.
What do you expect tomorrow? Do you believe that the Supreme Court will overturn its own order?
We are hopeful for a positive verdict because situation has changed. I know nationwide, PM Modi ji has supported, Sri Rahul Gandhi on the other side has supported, Pujaniya Sarsang Chalak Mohan Bhagat ji has supported, people like Shashi Tharoor has supported. So there is a nationwide consensus that emerged in the past 1 year. We are hoping for a positive verdict. If not, we have already prepared the curative petition. We will also put pressure on the central government to bring out an ordinance to declare Sabrimala as a denomination.
निर्णय आने के बाद भी वहाँ पे किसी ने भी विरोध करना, पिछली बार जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट का निर्णय आया था तो उसके बाद वहाँ पे बहुत हिंसा की गई थी, हम भी जब गए थे तो विरोध किया गया था। तो ये जो निर्णय आएगा तो उसके बाद सभी लोगों ने जो है वो उसका स्वागत भी करना चाहिए और वहाँ पे जो है महिलाओं को दर्शन के लिए पूरी तरह सभी एज की महिलाओं को दर्शन के लिए मार्ग खुले करने चाहिए.
That age regulation is because the deity there is a male deity, okay, wife of women, because the deity there is a male deity and the deity there has a right to himself, and that rights, according to that rights, he's there as a celibate, okay, and the idol has been established there centuries back as a celibate idol. It is a faith and belief of every Hindu that the Ayyappa at Sabrimala is celibate, okay, but that is exactly not the case in all the other Ayyappa temples. So it's a very simple thing. It's got nothing to do with gender discrimination. So we really hope that the court has seen it through these glasses this time.
കഴിഞ്ഞ പ്രാവശ്യം ഈ വിധി വന്നു ഒട്ടേറെ പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ ഈ വിധിയെ മുതലെടുക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള ശ്രമം രാഷ്ട്രീയവൽക്കരിക്കാനുള്ള ശ്രമം ഉൾപ്പെടെ നടന്നപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സിലുണ്ടായിരുന്ന ഒരു ആഗ്രഹം ഇതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് ശബരിമലയിൽ ഒരു സംഘർഷം ഉണ്ടാവാൻ അതിലൂടെ അവിടെ രക്തച്ചൊരിച്ചിൽ ഉണ്ടാക്കാനുള്ള ശ്രമം അത് ഉണ്ടാവരുതെന്നുള്ള ആഗ്രഹം മാത്രമാണ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സിലുണ്ടായിരുന്നത്. എന്തായാലും ഈ 2 വർഷക്കാലം നല്ല നിലയ്ക്ക് ശബരിമല സീസൺ മുമ്പോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഞങ്ങളെ സംബന്ധിക്കുന്ന ഏറ്റവും പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട പ്രശ്നം. യഥാർത്ഥത്തിൽ എന്താ പ്രശ്നം? സുപ്രീം കോടതി ഇന്ത്യയിലെ പരമോന്നത നീതിപീഠമാണ്. സുപ്രീം കോടതി ഒരു വിധി പ്രഖ്യാപിക്കുകയാണ്. ആ വിധി പ്രഖ്യാപിച്ചാൽ ഗവൺമെന്റും ദേവസ്വം ബോർഡും ഭരണഘടനാ സ്ഥാപനങ്ങൾ എന്നുള്ള നിലയ്ക്ക് ആ വിധി നടപ്പിലാക്കാൻ ബാധ്യതപ്പെട്ടവരാണ്.
Kerala government is only saying that we are bowing down to the judgment of the court, whatever it is tomorrow. Secondly, they should be asked that why did the board file a review petition, which was argued. The board filed a review petition, that was argued, judgment is reserved, so we have to wait for the court judgment, that's all.
All right, let me at this point of time go across to my colleague Gopikishan Unnithan and Anisha Mathur joining us with more details on this. Before I go to my colleagues, let me very quickly tell you what have been the arguments of the petitioner against the 2018 Sabrimala verdict, and then we'll go to our colleagues for better understanding on this. Now, the Travancore Devasam Board, it made a U-turn on the stand on February 26, 2019. This is where, in fact, all of them have been standing on. It supports the Supreme Court judgment. Now, there have been, in fact, other political parties also involved in this, like the BJP, RSS standing against this verdict. And then, of course, the Congress made a U-turn after the verdict came in, initially saying that they will respect whatever the Supreme Court says. Anisha, I want to come to you first before I get in a ground situation from, Gopi on this. Now, we heard Rahul Eshwar once again invoking what the Ayodhya verdict was. It said that Ram Lalla has been given the rights as a deity, and they are demanding the same, in fact, sort of a consideration to be shown by the Supreme Court on the Sabrimala issue as well. Just tell our viewers what these arguments have been, and usually do these review petitions result in changing the Supreme Court judgments?
See, Ankit, what we need to remember is that the argument that was made in the Ayodhya case and the arguments that are being made in the Sabrimala case are fundamentally different. The Ayyappa shrine, this particular shrine, was considered by the Supreme Court to not be a separate denomination. In fact, there was a specific point in this verdict which said that this is a custom that is being followed, and it is not even a custom that is uniformly followed. Women are allowed for certain ceremonies, and women are not allowed for this particular 40-day puja period. So on those grounds, the court had said that because this is not an essential custom, we cannot allow this to violate the rights of women. In fact, one very clear and very, very hard-hitting statement that was made by the bench was that women cannot be made to bear the burden of the celibacy of the deity, which is what has been the major argument from the side of the worshippers, that because the deity is a Naishtik Brahmachari, women cannot be allowed because that will violate his vow of celibacy.
Yes.
So we'll see how the court is going to look into all of these issues of whether of the denomination aspect as well as faith versus women's rights.
All right, Anisha, stay on with me. Let me also bring in Gopi Krishnonitha. And Gopi, I remember the last time when you were reporting on the Sabrimala issue after the Supreme Court verdict had come in, it was a difficult task because there was so much violence involved. Now, what is the atmosphere before this, and how are the political parties now gearing up for this verdict?
Well, Ankit, the situation has changed a lot over the last 8-9 months is what we can sense from the ground, because today being the last day before this verdict is being put out, we do not really see any heavy deployment of police or any kind of aggressive remarks even made by any of the political parties. So today I was actually trying to get in touch with many of the prominent leaders of the various political outfits, and also some of the leaders who are actually against this particular verdict, and all of them have actually given us an opinion that let's anyway wait. We have waited all these months long. So let's now anyway wait till tomorrow when the verdict comes. And even after the verdict is out, they have actually said that they will take their time to understand, study and analyze this particular verdict. And then they will take a call, is what many of them have actually said. And also I believe that could be one reason why the state government and the police team actually feels that situation may not really go out of hand as happened last time. Because the situation was not like this at all the last time, because we actually saw violent protests erupting across the state. But at least for today, or for the time being, the situation or the mood just doesn't really give us a feel that it could really get worsened.
Gopi is going to be on the ground tomorrow. He's going to have a very long day, and so will Anisha, because there is a power-packed day for our colleagues in the Supreme Court, and also then the repercussions in Kerala. Thank you, Gopi and Anisha, for joining me with all those details.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.